So what's going on, guys? Today's day 5, and God, God is good. Cause yesterday I prayed that I would cross that bend last night. I wanted to cross that bend in my sleep, wake up this morning, and just feel like a new person. I mean, I don't feel, not 100%, but man, like I woke up to this morning. Didn't hurt, stomach didn't hurt. I was like, oh man. And I was like, I'm kind of hungry. Like, I think I can eat something. And I was like, oh, when you're coming off opiates, eating's good for you. It is. Especially, you got to eat your vegetables, chicken, and, just stuff that's really good to replace all the garbage that you have been putting in your body. So I was a little skeptical about eating because I was like, I don't want to tear my stomach up. But so anyway, so I cooked up 2 eggs. I like asparagus for breakfast for some reason. People call me weird, but I like eggs and asparagus. And I made a couple little like skirt steaks, and I ate them. No problem. Still hungry though. I was like, I'm still actually kind of hungry, Surprisingly, I'm not full. Which, it's really not surprising because I haven't eaten for 4 days because I had no appetite. And then if I did try to eat something, instantly going to the toilet, throw it right back up. Or if I do hold it down, it comes out the other end. Well, that didn't happen this morning. It's 11 o'clock right now. I woke up early. I'm not gonna lie, I woke up a little bit early, about 5:30. But I woke up, and my wife, I heard her coming down the hallway. She's getting ready and getting up, getting my little girl ready for school. And I walked out and I was like, babe, I'm taking time off from work to get myself right now. Taking 2 weeks. And I actually didn't take no pieces of Xanax or anything this morning yet. So, I realized my wife's up. She's been doing a lot the past couple of days because I've just been down and out. She's been bringing me food, drink, taking care of me, taking care of the kids, cleaning the house, taking the kids to school, picking them up from school. She's just, I'm blessed to have a wife that I have. Like, I love my wife. And boy, I'm telling you, you couldn't ask for a better wife. I mean, that's how good my wife is. She is an amazing person. She has an amazing heart. She's never done any drugs in her life. She's sober. Sometimes I wonder, like, how in the hell, excuse my language, that's something I want to work on too now since I'm getting sober is my language. I'm wondering, how in the heck did a guy like me pull her, and we have this conversation, and, she says she always seen the good in me, and nobody's ever said that to me. And she was just like, I've always seen the good in you, I've seen a lot of bad, all the years we've been together, all the stuff we've been through. She's like, I've seen the bad, but, the good outweighs it. What you're capable of outweighs anything. So anyways, I tell her, she don't got to be to work till, my daughter's got to be at school at 7. My wife, she don't got to be to work till about 9. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning. So she's getting my daughter getting ready for a shower. So I tell her, I was like, why don't you go lay back down, babe? Get you a little bit of sleep before you got to go back. Get you another hour and some change before you got to go to work. I get the baby ready for school, take her to school, get her breakfast. And she was just shocked. I mean, just shocked. Like, wow, like, are you feeling better? And I'm like, yeah, a lot. Like, I'm not perfect 100, but like, I'm good enough where I can get up out the bed, I can move, I can eat. I'm thinking about cutting the grass and doing some weed eating today. I done swept, mopped the house, did some dishes and all since since I got back from taking my whole girl to school. Like I said, made me and my little girl some breakfast. But man, like like I don't know if like if y'all want me to after today, I will keep filling you in. But I'd like some feedback to know if that's what y'all want. Um, Not very many people have watched my videos, nor I had one guy comment, and thank you for the comment. Any comment, good or bad, is a good comment to me. That means somebody's watching. Um, but this thing is definitely beatable, man. It's about 4 days of pure tea hell. I mean, hell. Like I said, it's not as bad as methadone because methadone is months of hell. But these past 4 days, the 4 day, day 5 now, but the first four felt like a month. The days felt so long. It's like they dragged out. It's like I'd be like doing something. I'd feel like I'd be doing it forever. Look at the clock. It's 11 o'clock. Then I look at the clock again, and it's like 11:08. I'm like, oh my god, I feel like I've been doing this for an hour. But now that's starting to pass. I still got, I don't know, like, when you do a lot of opiates, your stomach, you get constipated, you get kind of bloated. That's not. I realize I still get a little bit of the burps, like the, because my stomach's still trying to, flush, some of the rest of the toxins out of my body and whatnot. But I'm doing amazingly better. Amazingly better. I mean, I don't feel 100% right now, but I feel better right now than how I would feel if I'd woke up and took a dose of tianeptine this morning. And you know what amazed me? I got back from taking my little girl to school. I sat outside, and I usually sit outside every morning. I smoke a cigarette, and this morning I sat outside and I smoked a cigarette, and it was like all my senses came back. Like that. I mean, I don't know if anybody else does this. When they get clean, like they can just, the smells change. Like the outside smell, the smell's so good. You hear the birds chirping, and it's like, oh my god, I'm sitting there listening to the birds chirping, and the sense of the weather changing, the season changing, and man, I can't remember the last time that like I was like in a state of mind where I could actually sit down and fully comprehend what was going on all the way around me. The birds chirping, the crickets, just everything. The morning smell. The morning fog dew on your skin, and it was just like, wow. Like I'm almost there. Like I'm almost there. Like I feel like maybe another 5 days, and it's gone. It's out the window. Like, and I actually don't have no cravings this morning. And I hope nothing changes during the day. That's the one thing about withdrawals. You might wake up, but the thing is, like, I've been up since 5:30, and I felt good the entire time. So this thing is possible, man. It is possible. Don't think it's not possible, man. And don't think that you're too weak to do it, because you're not, man. I don't know if any of y'all are religious or anything like that, which I am. I'm very religious. And God didn't just make a few of us strong. He made us all strong. And we just have to apply what he gave us. And that's what you gotta do. You gotta tell yourself, like, when those days are bad and you got the cravings and you're sick and it's like, oh my God, I just want to get better. I want to get better. Just remember, just stick it out. Just stick it out. It's gonna suck. Yeah, it's going to suck. But there is a massive light at the end of the tunnel, and when you start to see that light and you can start to feel it, I mean, come on, man. Look, I can move my neck. It doesn't hurt my back. Oh, my back finally just stopped hurting. No RLS last night, actually. No restless arms, no thrashing. I actually got pretty good sleep, and I got one of the Samsung Galaxy smartwatches. And it measures your sleep. I got 6 hours of sleep. And it measures like good sleep, bad sleep, half awake sleep. I got 3 hours of deep sleep, like 45 minutes of some REM sleep, a few minutes of like some awake sleep. And that's a massive change from the past couple of days, where like it'll say like an hour and 25, hour and 30 minutes is all I slept, that night. I laid there longer than that, but my watch is telling me out of the 8 or so hours I laid there, I only actually slept like an hour and some change. Well, that changed last night. Like, I almost got well, technically I got a full night's sleep. 6 hours is a full night's sleep for a lot of people that are sober and don't do drugs. So, I mean, that's fine with me. I mean, I don't have a problem with waking up at 5:30 in the morning. Wake up, start your coffee pot, drink your coffee. By the time you drink your coffee, you go sit down, do your morning business, brush your teeth, get a shower. Comes around, it's about 8, 9 o'clock. It's time to start your day, like a normal human being. So, that's where I'm at. And another thing that helped, I've come to realize that helps, like, my wife was off yesterday, and I was laying back here and I was just feeling miserable because I'm in the guest bedroom, because them first couple nights there was no way I was gonna be able to sleep in the wife in my bed, but that's gonna change tonight. I'm getting back in bed with my wife. I need my big body pillow, my wife. But I was laying in the bed yesterday. It was about 5:30. I'm feeling just super crappy, and I was like, so I called my wife. I was like, "What are you doing?" She's like, laying in bed watching TV. I was like, "Well, you want to come back here and lay in the bed with me and watch TV?" And she was like, "You want me to?" And I was like, "Yeah, actually I do, And she came back here. We watched like 3 movies, some old movies: Stand By Me, Don't Breathe 2. I forget the name of the other one. But we watched movies. I wouldn't really say we watched them, because we sat there and talked, and like it was just really good just to like talk to her, because she finally opened up and, how she feels, and I'm in a mindset now where I'm not just thinking about me, 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 me. I can comprehend, the next person's issues. It's not all about me now. Now I'm worried about how she's doing. And so we sat there and we talked. And it was just good, like, cause I was feeling kind of crappy when I called her and told her to come in here. But I figured, I was like, maybe if she comes in here and we chill, cuddle, talk, maybe, it'll distract me, it definitely wouldn't have on day 1, 2, 3. So, or even early yesterday. But it helped a lot. Super lot. I didn't even take the half of Xanax last night. I just took 10 milligrams melatonin about whatever time it was. And went to sleep. No issue. No thrashing, no nothing. Went to sleep. Woke up one time in the middle of the night just to go pee, but was able to lay down and go right back to sleep. But I don't know what it is about grapefruit juice. I had somebody tell me yesterday, one of my neighbors, he's an ex hardcore heroin, he's fentanyl addict and shit, and he still suffers with addiction. But he told me, he's like, man, get you some cranberry juice. He said, I don't know what it is about cranberry juice. And he said, no, get you some grapefruit juice. He said, pour a half a cup of cranberry juice, like measure it out, half a cup, and then 3/4 of a cup of grapefruit juice, and mix them together in a glass and drink it. And man, I did that, and I don't know what it is about that, but it was just like, it could have been placebo, but I highly doubt it was placebo because, he says it works for him. And I did a little bit of, some searching about it, and I found a few other people that say it's good. And man, like, I was just, tianeptine's a hell of a drug, man. But man, if you can get to day 5, you have done it. Like, you have absolutely passed the worst of it. And if you can get sick with a common cold, or even the flu, and survive that, and that lasts a lot longer than withdrawals, you can survive 5 days. I mean, it's not that hard. It's not. Like, some people, it would have been hard on methadone, but we're talking about tianeptine here. So, but man, after them 5 days, you wake up feeling like a whole new person. Like, you're so much more in tune with yourself, your surroundings. But then also you kind of still got a little bit of the negative. That's when some of the memories start to set in of, like, the shit you did, all the money you spent, all the manipulation. Addiction and manipulation go hand in hand. And you start thinking about all the times you manipulated your loved ones for your addiction. I'm guilty of it. I manipulated my wife, other family members, and I never felt bad about it then, when I was getting high. And it was nothing to me. I'd tell you a lie in a heartbeat to get what I wanted, and fucking shit didn't bother me. Didn't lose any sleep over it. But yesterday I just kept catching myself like thinking back, and I was just like, God, that was a shit move. God, that was an even shitter move. Like, dang, I really said that, I really did that, But God is good, man. God's been good to me. Like, He's been like a true help for me right now. I mean, though some people just don't work for. I mean, if you don't believe in a higher power or God, I mean, it's not going to work for you because you don't believe in it. And there's nothing, I don't have nothing against that. Everybody's entitled to their own opinions, So, I got many friends that don't believe in a God or an afterlife or anything like that, but I do. I believe in God and I believe in the afterlife, and I'm at the point in my life where I want to change, because I'm getting up there in age. I'm in my late 30s, early 40s. My father passed away at 40 years old of a massive heart attack. I got heart disease already. Hypertension, high blood pressure, and it seemed like the tianeptine was making that worse, way worse. And I was just a child. Like my little sister, she was 4 months. I was 6. My oldest brother, he was 13. My oldest sister, she was about 16 when my father died. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, if I keep going this way, keep doing this stuff, like, I'm not going to get to see any of my children, accomplishing things in life. Because my children are smart. They get it from their mother. My oldest daughter, she gets some things from me. She's very smart though, very smart. She's not a dummy. I'm not saying that she's like me in the way that, a drug addict or anything like that, but she is one of those. She's just a very frank. She's gonna be very frank with you. She don't care if it hurts your feelings or not. She's a straight shooter, and she gets that from me. But and I want to be there to, I'm kind of ready to take the next step in my life. Like, I got kids now. Now I'm ready for the next step. Grandchildren, raising grandchildren. Grandkids coming over. I don't want my daughter to rush to start having children, or my oldest son to start rushing to having children. I want them to establish themselves, and I couldn't be more happy with them, because really they are. I mean, they don't live in my house. They got their own houses, their own cars, pay all their own bills. I got a son, he struggles with alcohol, which I never understood why, because alcohol was never a thing for me. But what he says is, he's seen what all these other things did to me, so he wasn't willing to try those, so he drinks. But I mean, I don't think there's really a thing called a functional alcoholic, but he drinks every day, and it hasn't interfered with his life yet. It's going to. It always is. Heroin and all the drugs I ever did over my life, tianeptine, they didn't affect my life at first. It takes time for that stuff to catch up. Sometimes it takes years. Sometimes it takes multiple years. and he just hasn't hit that point with it yet. But I did, I hit that point. I hit that point, and I'm just like, I've been doing this, 20 something years, and now I want something different. So it gets better. It gets a lot better, guys. And I've actually kind of noticed, I think it gets a lot better a lot faster than some other drugs. Like, I still, like earlier, I was doing some sweeping in the kitchen. I had like a spurt, just like a spurt of anxiety. Maybe a little bit of depression was mixed in with it. But I try not to dwell on it. I try to, like, all right, sweep the floor, sweep the floor, sweep the floor. And it passed. That's the thing. Whenever you get that funk, don't dwell on it, man. Like I said in previous videos, this can be your best friend or your worst enemy. And if you can use it for the good, to not dwell on what's going on, it works amazing. But if you just sit there and you dwell on it, it makes it worse. What I've come to find out. So that's where I'm at. Anybody watching, if y'all want to like, subscribe, feel free. If people start liking and subscribing, I can post more videos, till the end of this, and people want to hear some more videos. I got crazy stories. I can tell you some crazy stuff. I'm pretty much grew up in the penitentiary. I can tell you some crazy stuff. I was actually in the South Carolina Lee County Correctional Facility riots. Wow, scary time of my life. I think I suffer from PTSD from that, because I've seen some crazy stuff. So I could definitely share some of those stories if anybody would be interested. How I got into drugs, anything. If you want to know it, I'll tell it. But if nobody asks, then I'm just not gonna tell it. But I just want to let y'all know, man, there's the light at the end of the tunnel. Just keep pushing strong. And do it for yourself. Now, you got to do it for your kids too, and your wife and family, but mainly, first and foremost, you got to do it for yourself. Okay? So, alright, well, I'm gonna get on off of here. I love all y'all. Anybody out there struggling, I want you to know you're loved. Somebody's praying for you. You can get through this. You can make it. If I can do it, the hardcore addict that I am, you can do it. You can do it. It is definitely doable. So, alright. Peace and God bless.